Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me. No.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is a continuation of our game of Dread. To find out how we generate stories playing the game of Dread, go check out our Dread Rules Primer. I am one of your players, John Holt. With me,
Ken Breeze.
Oh, I'm Zelma.
and our GM for this GM'd game of Dread.
Ooh.
I'm Alexi Sargent.
All right, welcome back, y'all.
Yes.
Good to be back.
We come together once again.
Sorry, I'm taking the reins at least for a moment longer.
Please do.
Why don't we walk through who our characters are, and then you can recap the tale so far for us, and then
Absolutely.
you take it away for scenes. Do you want to start, Ken?
Yes, I do. My character is Tiger Fiasco, a punk rock drummer. Tiger has lots of piercings in his face. He wears crucifixes and different types of chains around his neck. He also has a penchant for cured herring, and cured fish.
Which try as we might, he cannot be cured of.
No, he cannot be cured of his
Cured.
need for cured fish. He is the drummer of the group. He also has been around, done a bunch of stuff, sort of vibe, though no other band will have him as their drummer except for Altered Saints.
I am playing Gabby. She doesn't have time for any of that fake name bullshit. She is really nice once you get to know her, but very few people get to know her, so she's really just kind of an asshole. Fun fact, though, Gabby is in a metal band, or are we a punk band? What's the story there?
I think we're
It's a little bit of a fusion.
It's the
Fusion.
80s. We're doing
music
something.
band.
punk metal fusion.
Well, while Gabby is
Blazing
in
new trails.
is in
Devo.
a very loud band, I, Zelma, do not love loud noises. So Dread is a game that is full of dread for me. Because the moment that tower falls, it's going to be very
loud
unpleasant.
noise.
Yes.
So I'm playing Chance Thomas, aka Doubting Thomas. He is the band's guitarist. He is a reluctant musician. He has long, slender, dexterous fingers that he wants to use for helping the world with his medical knowledge that he hasn't finished schooling for, because Ella, the lead singer, has leveraged him to go on the road, and he's just not found a way to extract himself yet, as much as he doesn't like it at all.
Mm.
Real talk.
Now
we're,
he's stuck.
we're all a little in love with Ella, right? Like, I know you say you hate her, but like,
I don't know. Yeah,
just
Chance.
like a little bit.
Chance is a weird dude, so maybe.
Yeah, she's the lead singer. She's the front woman of the
Mhm.
group. I have to.
Right, there's
And
think
she's got
something
that
there.
blue-green hair.
She's got that
But
it
I've
factor.
just been jilted and jaded. I think she's a hack. So I just don't. Not
Yeah.
anymore. Maybe at one point.
All right, so speaking of Ella, in our story so far, the band Altered Saints woke up in a van that was not where they expected it to be, in the middle of the woods with their driver, Ella, leaning over the steering wheel and kind of mumbling incoherently. They thought maybe she needed medical attention and started figuring out what they could do, figuring out how to get their van working again, when they were interrupted by a farmer named JP, who warned them these woods were not safe to be in. They disrespected and sassed him for a little while, and then ended up following him back to his house.
We did sass him.
On the way,
Might even be
Tiger
called a sass box.
Fiasco saw a dart whiz by, suggesting to him that they were being hunted in some way. At JP's house, they were given tea by Doreen, and then continued to debate whether what they needed to do was abandon Ella and get back on the road, no matter the cost. While they were doing this, they heard a thunk, and where we left off, they were rushing back into the living room, where they see a woman in camo holding Doreen at crossbow point and kind of trying to pull Ella's unconscious body with her through a trap door in the floor. Altered Saints, you've walked in on this confrontation. Your friend is seemingly being kidnapped. Doreen is being threatened. And the woman doing it all says, "Sorry about this, but you know it'll come for her." What do you guys do?
Let her take her.
Does the crossbow have a crossbow bolt in it, or does it have one of these darts?
Looks like a crossbow bolt.
Look, guys, I've seen so many horror movies. This woman is a hunter or something. She's definitely one of the good guys.
Thanks, she says.
I am
You know,
brandishing
Gabby's-
my fire poker, my metal fire poker.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
holding my skillet like up over my.
I say, who
Vitals.
the fuck are you?
I lower my fly
Fly
swatter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Gabby's right, dude. Bye, Ella. Let's go. Let's find that truck.
The woman who's like pulling Ella kind of looks to the three of you and is like, "All right, thanks for being reasonable," as she starts to kind of step down.
Wait,
whatever,
who are you?
whatever
What's
ladder
going on
is
here?
below
Yes,
the
actually
trapdoor.
though, who are you? We should go with her.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Ella, we made our choice.
I will rush after this person,
Okay.
shouting, Who are you?
I see. You're,
What's going on
you're
here?
rushing at the person with the crossbow.
With the crossbow. Good.
Yes,
Good.
I'm rushing after them.
to
Good,
get to
good,
get
good.
I think
answers.
that's the action. That's an action that has the possibility of failure.
Okay.
So why don't you pull a brick to
Okay.
see how this
Cool.
goes?
Wait.
Cool.
Well done, Tiger Fiasco. What is it you want to achieve?
I want her to tell me who she is and what is going on here.
Okay, and
Uh,
how are you doing that?
I
You're-
think what I'm doing is as I'm rushing towards her, I catch her so off guard as I swing my body and then the fire poker that it knocks the crossbow out of her hand.
Oh man,
And
crossbow goes out of her hands.
Yeah, so it sort of tumbles out of her hands and maybe lands in a armchair
Oh! I pick up the crossbow.
as I sort of round on her, yelling, "What the hell is going on here?"
Got my skillet, and my crossbow.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually pretty sick.
It's pretty sick.
yeah,
It's very Virginia.
this woman, she's got like kind of a pinched face and red hair, and she says, she looks up at you. She's like,
Not a fan of Altered Saints, probably. Doesn't know the band, maybe.
She's wearing
Of
her
course she knows
T-shirt.
the
Is she
band.
wearing-
Of course, she's a fan.
she's like, "Look, kid, you don't understand what's going on here. Your friend
Then tell us.
saw something. Saw something we all wish she hadn't, because it's got her mixed up in a whole lot of stuff that's never supposed to leave these woods. So, look, she's not going to be safe with you. She's not going to be safe here. Her only chance is to come with me.
Okay, when can we have her back?
We don't. Let's go.
Hey, let her talk.
Look,
And Chance heads to the door and starts unlocking it to leave.
Chance, oh my God.
look, give me my bow back, all right? And I can take one of you with me."
Tell us when we get her back. Be honest. I level the bow at her.
Girlie, are you threatening me?
Yes, girly, I think I am.
I think like Doreen puts a hand on your shoulder, like, that's not wise.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, she looks like she could break me with her pinky finger, but just tell us what the fuck is going on.
Look, there's things that live in these woods that city slickers like you wouldn't believe in.
I've seen so many horror movies. You'd be surprised what I would believe in.
I don't think this thing has been in any of those movies.
Cool. Tell me.
The goat?
What?
The goat?
Was
Is
the
that what you're
goat-
so worried
Did the
about?
goat have
This
anything to
goat?
do with anything?
No, what? Did you see a goat with blank white eyes?
I
Uh,
didn't see it that closely.
It can worm its way into animals' heads too, but
Oh.
obviously it's most dangerous when it infects a human. And she kind of nods her head towards
Okay.
Ella.
Cool. Riddles. Not that helpful. Please tell us what's happening.
She kind of sighs.
well, you can help her?
Well, if we kill it, it'll help everyone.
Okay, does it kill her too?
Probably not.
That's not terrible odds.
How do you kill a disease? That's what you're saying, right? This disease is spreading?
Look, I think we just got to get out of here.
What if we get infected with this disease?
Better to
Be
leave-
infected?
She's sick. We're fine. These people seem to know what to do with her. Let's just go.
Do you
Let's
know
go.
what the thing was with the darts?
So you hear at this point loud knocking on the door again.
You're in front of the door.
Yeah,
You're
and-
unlocking it.
yelling through the door.
I pause in my unlocking, and slide the thing open.
Yeah. You see kind of like worried eyes and like bristly gray eyebrows on the other side of the door,
Oh,
and
J-
JP's voice
JP.
is like, "You guys are in danger even in there. I'm sorry. You have to get out."
Okay, yeah, that's actually we were looking for you. Do you have your truck keys?
Yeah. Get your friend out here.
Okay, yeah, pass them through the slot.
Open the door.
Do you have your keys? Show them to
Open
me.
the door, son. And you hear like the shotgun cock on the other side of the door.
What do his eyes look like?
JP's eyes?
Yeah.
Chance, they look pretty normal to you. I mean, distressed, right? Bloodshot.
Open the door. Let's get out of here.
Fuck this old man.
First you want to leave, now you don't want to leave?
I shove the fly swatter through the thing into his eyes.
Pull a prank. Sounds like you're trying to disable or distract him.
Oh my god.
You've taken that
Mhm.
fly swatter,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
shoving
God.
it out through the door into JP's eyes. It's beautiful.
This is horrible.
Okay, so yeah, you hear him say, "Ah, what's?" And like, he kind of falls back, like he's like tripped after you shove that fly swatter through the door. You definitely hear the gun go off, but the door just kind of shudders, right?
Yeah, that's when I start just like furiously unlocking the door the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm. Trying to open it all up.
Yeah, like to open it the last bit of the way and like leap on JP to. I need these keys.
I see. Okay. Meanwhile, the woman in camo has kind of like grabbed hold of Ella and is trying to like carry her down into this
trap
trap
door.
door. Yeah.
I don't know. I trust her.
As she pulls the door shut,
I'm gonna go with them.
What? No, I'm not
I-
letting you go with them.
she raises
No.
she raises the door
No,
back. She's like,
either we're all going or only Ella's going.
make up your mind quickly.
No.
All right, let's go.
All right, I go with you.
Okay.
All right, that's beautiful.
Sorry, dude.
Chance, you're trying to leap onto JP and wrestle his keys from him.
Yep.
I think that would probably take a brick to succeed at.
I'm
Ah!
so sorry. Wait.
Oh,
Oh.
doctor. Oh,
Wow.
jumping
Oh, wow.
crawdaddies.
Yeah, you've got those
Mm,
those
mm,
long,
mm.
skillful medical fingers.
Mhm.
So you're able to just like
Jenga surgery.
fish
Jenga
into
surgery.
his breast pocket on his flannel, and you pull out like this jangle of keys as he's like
Jenga of keys.
trying to pull himself up, but it looks like he's like twisted something when he fell down those stairs, and he's like, "Listen, son, this is not the way you want to do this."
It's not matter what I want. It's what I have to do. You want to ice that. And I kick the shotgun away and start running like around to try to find this truck.
Yeah, very nice. On the opposite side of the house from the door you guys came in, you see a kind of battered old pickup parked at the end of a long gravel road that seems to kind of snake off into the trees and into the darkness.
All right. I start digging for the key. Well, first I see if it's unlocked. Maybe.
After all that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, the keys were in the ignition all along.
Nah.
Oh man. Tempted as I am to say you like pull down the visor and the keys just fall in your lap. I think you have to figure out which of the keys on this chain you're
Okay.
holding.
I'm not-
affect this.
I'm not in a super rush, but like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm definitely trying some keys.
As you're doing this, you kind of feel something in your gut, like a kind of clenching, like all of your insides, in fact, are kind of clenching up, and like your teeth, you feel kind of vibrating against each other, and there's almost this rhythmic noise, like something's getting closer, and with every movement, there's a little echo in the back of your head.
Yeah, I go, fuck this, and smash my arm into the windshield or into the passenger or driver side window to try and smash it open.
Roll a brick.
Right, wait.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so like glass shatters. There's some blood,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you're not.
I mean, I like unlock the
You're
door.
ignoring that right now. It's all just the adrenaline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So you've getting into this car. What do you do?
I just tried. I just
Continue the
start with the
keys.
keys and try to like
Continue the
get
keys.
get into the ignition and go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The car roars to life. You're like pulling out on this gravel road, right?
Yeah, just peel away.
Yeah, you know,
Lights.
you can kind of hear gravel being kicked up, right? You're kind of hear like crunching under your tires, and then like once you're a little bit a ways from the farmhouse, like you feel this sensation intensifying, right? Like your teeth are chattering so much it's hard to concentrate. Your like stomach is kind of turning and turning, and every few seconds there's this kind of sound like something wet and heavy is moving towards you, and for some reason you can just hear it inside yourself. And as the headlights of the truck pass over the trees and kind of scattering squirrels on this road, you're thinking about running through backwoods, not so much unlike this, holding a flashlight and playing manhunt with your brother. And that's when you see standing in the middle of the road what looks exactly like your twin brother staring at you. What do you do?
Yeah, I grit my already like vibrating teeth, which like they're like cracking under the strain. And like tears streaming out of my eyes from the wind, from the windshield. That's definitely what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just hit the pedal, like just floor it
You gun it?
straight.
Gun it.
And then cut to these guys for a
I
second.
Yeah,
hate
absolutely.
this. You guys, the tower, just to paint a word picture here, I feel like if I breathe too hard, it'll fall over.
Don't breathe.
And also, this beautiful wood panel table that we have is not a flat surface, not even close.
It's nice and rustic.
It's
Good for the
so
themes of the story.
rustic,
Mm.
and I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
Here we go.
Gabby and Tiger, you guys are going along with this woman who's carrying Ella
So
down
where
the
are
steps.
like? Can
I've
we
got a
see
crossbow.
anything?
Yeah.
And I've still got the hot poker or the non-hot poker,
not
but it's a fire poker.
Fire poker.
You know, it could be hot.
Hypothetically.
You like
right?
whisper that to me, like
Yeah.
I've got a hot
I've
poker.
got a hot poker.
It's not hot. Yeah, I've definitely
How
got
are
the
we
crossbow.
seeing down here? We're going downstairs into some sort of underground area. Where are we right now? What's happening?
Yeah. What you find yourself kind of descending into what seems like a kind of emergency tunnel built under this house. It's
Like a
pretty
bunker, like
yeah, a little bunkery.
like the hatch.
Pretty much just kind of dirt floors down there, though. Like it's not that high tech. Naked bulbs set along this
Cool.
this hallway at
Like resistance tunnels.
fairly spread out intervals. So there are some pretty dark stretches between the patches of light. It looks like whoever built this maybe was on a bit of a budget. Was concerned about safety, but not working with a millionaire's
Secret society.
resources here.
It's a secret society. They've sworn to protect the world from this great and terrible threat that only exists in their forest.
Is this from your horror films?
Yes.
Yeah.
Woman who's kind of shouldering Ella is like, if that's what you want to call us.
Well,
they're
I
like-
mean, you're a society, aren't you?
More of a
And-
squad, I'd say.
All right, secret squad. We're just quibbling over semantics now.
Secret squad sounds so Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
like a monster
you pick
squad?
the word. So, what should we call you, or should we call you Secret Squad?
Carmen,
Carmen. That's a much better name.
thanks. What's
Just
her
don't say
name?
that.
And she like kind of gestures with her head at Ella, who's draped over her shoulder.
Ella. Remember earlier when you said that taking the thing out or curing her would probably not kill her? Is there a way we can dial that to a more likely survival?
Well, do you have a doctor with you?
No.
We'll just have to do our best.
All right.
Well, we gave her some tranquilizer, so she might be calmed down.
It's probably helping a little. She's not
See?
not thrashing. Footsteps echo along these tunnels. They're getting a little narrow. Certainly Carmen, and probably you guys have to duck a little bit. And
Well, what's
kind of shuffle
infected her?
along. Like I said, there's a thing in these woods that preys on people's minds.
Government.
That's one theory.
Bet it's the feds.
I bet it's aliens.
Carl thinks it's aliens. I'm not so sure.
Wait, Carl?
Carl? Wait.
Carl's with you?
Carl, the guy that we told not to come in?
Yeah, fortunately we had another entrance.
Okay. Are Doreen and JP part of this community? Squad?
Carmen kind of looks around. She's like, "Look, I don't need to walk you through all the internal stuff, okay?
It might help. Are
JP
they
and
part of
Doreen
it?
don't approve of everything we do.
Okay. I mean, They're old.
True.
They're not in favor of the proactive approach.
We're
Yeah,
punk rock.
We're
We
punk
can.
rock. We're proactive.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so you guys
Where are you taking us? To a car?
No, we've set up an ambush.
Ambush.
Creature moves towards those it's infected.
What creature? This goat? This goat that everyone's looking for?
Would you shut up about the goat, kid?
Oh, an ambush. I'm guessing that's not for us because otherwise you wouldn't have told us about it.
No, we're ambushing the creature.
Right. Okay. That's
The young
that's what
goat.
I thought. That's what I thought.
There's a weird sound that comes echoing down this underground hallway that you're in. Carmen curses under her breath and says, "Oh man, we're not ready.
Well, how do we get ready?
Give me the crossbow for one."
Okay.
All right, so are you handing the crossbow over to Carmen?
Yes. Yes.
All right. She's like, "Look, you here, hold your friend."
Okay. I'm kind of freaked out because now that there's like a worm thing. So I'm going to hold her like kind of far away from my body as best I can and like pet.
And I will place myself in front of Gabby and Ella with my non-hot poker at the ready.
Right. Okay.
And cold poker.
Got my skillet.
Standing in defense here. Carmen gestures to you to stay put for a moment as she kind of walks forward, and like there's a kind of curve in the tunnel, so you can't see where exactly she's going as it turns round.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear low rumbling noise. She comes sprinting back towards you guys, and she's like, "Turn around, turn around."
Oh, okay.
Are we going back upstairs?
Sound of shattering glass, and like the light in the direction that she came from goes out.
Start running.
All right, you guys
Yeah,
are
I'm running.
you guys are trying to run back through this dimly lit, earthen floored.
I say, start trying to help with Ella so that we're both carrying her.
Okay. The floor's a little uneven, and when you're moving at pace, it's a little trickier to keep your footing. I'm going to ask each of you to pull a block if you want to make sure you're able to move down this corridor without tripping up.
I'm cool
You
with
can
tripping.
you can always choose to trip if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with tripping.
Great.
Be okay with tripping as well?
Oh, then you don't need to pull.
Okay.
So you guys are trying to move quickly down the corridor, holding. Let me see if I got this right. A fire poker, a cast iron skillet, and Ella, your
Yes.
bandmate. Yeah, I
Between
think
us.
there's a root, right, and it just like catches on Tiger Fiasco's combat boot.
Ah!
He goes sprawling. The like poker clatters to the ground. The skillet
Shit.
clatters to the ground. Ella kind of falls and kind of rolls over in the dirt. You hear Carmen's footsteps kind of slow a little bit ahead of you, like
Mhm.
she's like wondering whether she should be going back for these people. And then coming through the tunnel from the direction you were heading, bulk heaves into view, pulling itself along. It's pretty dark, but you do see some teeth as it pulls its way. It's almost too big for the tunnel, but it's kind of pushing dirt aside as it moves towards you, and there's white eyes staring out of the darkness.
Don't like that. I'm gonna pick up my skillet
Yep.
and I'm gonna give Ella a kiss and run away.
Cool. I will also try and scrabble for the fire poker and run away
Sorry,
as
Ella.
well.
All right. So your plan
Thinking
is
in my
to-
mind, good riddance! Good riddance!
Oh, I'm dying inside.
Totally
man.
worth
My
it.
oldest friend.
Totally worth it. We're
You're-
gonna get a new singer. The band's gonna be so good.
I'm crying. I'm like, she's like crying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She runs away.
Internally, I am beaming. Externally, I'm like, run!
You fucking monster.
Yeah. She was holding us back.
In this case, literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You are leaving Ella
Ugh,
in the dirt, in the darkness.
yes.
And trying to head back towards
Yeah.
the ladder you took down into this tunnel.
Mhm.
All right. I think you can do that. And like as you're running, you like pass Carmen, who's there like with her crossbow at the ready. She's like, "What? Did you just leave her?
It was coming.
I thought you guys were her friends."
Shut up, Carmen.
More
This is
like
not the time
bandmates.
this is not the time for a guilt trip.
Amateurs, she says, and then like kind of strides past you,
I'm already dying inside.
kind of clearly like knocking her crossbow, getting
and
ready.
now we're fucking amateurs because you won't tell us what the hell's going on.
Yeah, do you have any more crossbows?
Yeah, I got a skillet here. What do you want from me? There's a girl with a skillet and a guy with a not hot poker.
An unhot poker.
Gabby, are you heading towards the stairs?
I am heading for behind Carmen.
Hmm. She was heading back in the direction you guys were running away from.
Okay, yeah, I want to get Carmen between me and the thing
Okay.
because I think that Carmen is much better able to deal with something like this, and also I don't know her. So if it eats her,
Yeah,
that sucks less.
that's fair. So you are kind of like sticking behind her, walking back in the direction of danger.
No, I'm walking away from the monster. I want Carmen to be between me and the monster.
Okay, cool. She's the rear guard
The
then.
buffer, yeah.
What you see kind of surging up to fill the space, beyond Carmen, seems to be a mass of fur and claws. You hear like a crossbow bolt go off. This thing like falls on your guide and is kind of tearing at her.
Oh,
What do you do?
keep running. She said it herself. We are amateurs.
Tiger Fiasco?
I'm gonna take a swing at this thing with my poker.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
over to
I'm gonna.
swing
Yeah,
at the
I'm
creature.
punk rock. I'm gonna try and take a swing at it before I leave.
Yeah, well, I think you gotta pull a brick to do
All
that.
I think we've all learned today that I am a coward and I'm not someone you want to be stuck with
Oh man,
if there's a monster chasing you.
And I do. I smash it
yeah.
in the head repeatedly.
You take a swing and just like
Saying, fuck
keep
authority!
swinging.
Fuck you!
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck the government!
There's like blood and fur flying.
Fuck you and your disease!
You hear like a shing sound as Carmen's pulled out a combat knife and is just like too close up for the crossbow, but she's
Stabbing.
helping you here. When you're done, collapsing onto the floor in front of you is what clearly used to be a bear, but now no longer has much of a head.
Oh no. Oh no. This is unpleasant.
And I will help Carmen up.
Thanks. What's your name?
Tiger Fiasco.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
No, it's his given name.
That's even worse.
Don't worry. I'm great at drum solos.
He is very good at hitting things now that I think about it. Maybe he's not such an amateur.
It's a professional
So,
musician.
shall we carry on? What do we do? What do we do now?
Let's try to find your friend.
Well, do we press forward or do we have to go back?
Forward. This isn't going to end till we end it.
All right.
All right.
As you walk forward to where you left Elle, what you see are footsteps leading away.
Ooh. Right. Maybe she woke up.
Maybe we don't want to find Elle.
We're going to cut back to Chance doubting Thomas. Slammed his pedal to the metal.
Yeah, doubting.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
ever
just
doubting.
Resolve.
He just doesn't believe it. Doesn't believe his eyes here, huh?
Or he knows, and he knows what he has to do.
Yeah, as you drive forward in the pickup, see your brother staring at you, and as the pickup seems to like hit him, it's like he like stretches. You're kind of like driving along, but he's like stretched and like pulled like taffy, such that he's like over the windshield, and like his kind of face is face to face with yours, and you're like kind of feeling your breath coming short, feeling your heart pounding in your chest. Also, you can't really see very much where you're driving. I don't know. I feel like staying on the road could be a bit of a challenge here.
Yes, it is.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
How do you
You're on target.
how do you stay on the road there, Chance?
Holy
Um,
shit!
Turn the wheel hard and spin
Yeah.
for a second, and that sort of throws whatever this. It like still stretching, right?
Yeah.
It kind of pulls this thing like along, so I can like maybe part of the thing, or it's like clinging onto the
Yeah,
sides.
it's like there's like white taffy stuck along some of the front of your
Right.
your car, but there's enough of the windshield open for you to see through
Yeah, and I flip on the wipers.
it. After you like did that hard turn maneuver, suddenly a tree is coming up in your headlights, but then you like
Yeah.
have enough visibility
Just
like,
out of
kind
it,
turn.
yeah.
Probably like back of the truck hits the tree a little.
Oh, and one of the lights like just totally like I blow off one fender and
Mhm.
blast one of the lights off as it scrapes along this big old tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're speeding still along this gravel road, passing by. You see an old chapel. Looks like it's kind of been abandoned out here in these woods, but there's weirdly a light burning in one of the windows.
And what does the road do?
The road kind of goes sort of around the chapel. So like you're definitely gonna be driving around this building if you want to keep following the road.
Yeah, Chance is not very curious, right?
Can't imagine why.
He turns off the headlights
Mm.
and lets himself slow down and tries to move kind of quietly past this church, this chapel.
I see. Just kind of like pedal,
Starts
foot
coast,
lightly
just
on the
like
pedal,
drifting past.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like this light crunch of gravel.
So you want to drive stealthily?
Yeah.
That sounds a little
Nice.
tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're kind of slowing way down, just kind of crawling along.
You are really fucking this up for the rest of us.
Nah, that's fine.
I've given you a chance.
Staying on the road, but moving kind of under cover of darkness, and as silently as you can make this old creaking pickup truck
crunch
go.
along.
You're kind of rounding this bend. You see what looks like a figure kind of silhouetted in the window of the church, but angled away from you. It's like there's someone there keeping lookout, but they're looking in the opposite direction from the way you came. You kind of one of the windows.
Are there any
catch the
any
silhouette.
features I can kind of perceive? Not like like anything about the silhouette that.
Looks like a man's silhouette with a military haircut.
Yeah, I just shrink down in the seat and just kind of like keep rolling as quiet as I can.
Mhm.
Keep going
You're
past.
out of here.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck
just
this noise.
Fuck this noise.
just
You don't turn on the radio, huh?
receding into the distance.
I think you're gonna make it.
I
What?
don't know.
Maybe you're the final girl.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Chance Doubting Thomas, what do you think about your bandmates, this tour, the way this night has gone, as you seem to be driving out of the woods?
Out of the woods.
Yeah, it seems like the woods are thinning.
Half of the things I do are driven by guilt.
Mhm.
Most of the things I do are I'm probably in this band because of like some level of guilt.
Yeah.
The whole reason I went to med school was guilt. The fact that I wasn't doing med school is guilt.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that like my brother is paraplegic and I'm not is guilt.
Mm.
And so I just add it to the pile and I'm like,
Another brick in
just
the wall.
drive on.
But now you can go back to medical school.
Mm-hmm.
You
So I
know?
can, yeah.
Finally.
I,
Or maybe become a veterinarian or something like that.
You do have a way with animals. Speaking of, charging out of the woods, like it's deliberately throwing itself in the way of your car. You see an adult male elk with massive spreading horns angled at your windshield.
I just instinctively like drop into the floor of the truck.
Beautiful. Let's see how that goes for you.
Everyone's too good at Jenga.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah, so like you hear the shattering sound, right? And you can like see the antlers sticking through the window of the truck, but you also hear like the kind of dying groan of the animal. And when you finally kind of like work up the courage to like stick your head back up, you see its kind of corpse across the front of your vehicle, but you also see that you've kind of just come up to the like back road that this gravel path connects to. So like you can look down it and you can see a sort of friendly yellow line going off into the distance.
Yeah, I think at this point I try like the car engine, it just like is smoking and sputtering.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's just
gear
like
into the front of the vehicle.
liquids, blood and white goo and whatever
Yeah.
all like pooling behind it,
That'll
and it
do
just
it.
rolls to a stop in the middle of the
Oh.
of this
Oh yeah, I love it.
But at least you're not in that house anymore, huh?
Yeah, a chance like kicks open the door of the truck and jumps out and just screams into the sky.
Oh!
Yeah. Echoing back from the woods, you hear like several animal cries as if cued by this.
Yeah,
this
we're-
noise.
Definitely in an 80s horror movie.
And then he just starts running down the road.
Running down the road,
Sprinting.
feet beating the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Guitar picks flying everywhere.
Yeah, your guitar is gone somewhere.
Oh,
I don't know where it went. I don't know. You probably left it at Noreen's house.
saddest casualty.
Yeah.
Mm. Gabby and Tiger and your new friend Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
We pick up.
Is that Carmen with a K or a C?
It's with a C. She
Let's
says.
see, like the opera.
Details.
She just kind of like shakes her head and rolls her eyes at you invoking opera. But like she brings you
We're
to.
musicians.
Yeah.
She brings you through like there's several kind of like turns in this tunnel system. Like you're trying to keep track of them as you go, but it feels like it's deliberately designed to be confusing if you're not a person who has some kind of map in your head, right? Possibly you could retain which turns you went if you wanted to retrace your steps, but it would probably take a pull to do that. Carmen's blazing ahead. Seems like she's following the footsteps that Ella left, but those are getting kind of fainter, as if she was like walking very heavily and even like dragging her feet at the start. So there's lots of scuff marks that for you to follow, but just as it goes on, there's less and less obvious signs of someone dragging themselves along the tunnel. You take a couple more turns and then find yourself at the base of another ladder that seems to be leading up somewhere. Carmen kind of nods at it. She's like, "You guys go up first.
What's up there?
What is it?
It's where we're getting ready."
How many are in your squad?
Do they know that we're not the people that they're I don't know, curing?
Put your fists on your forehead. They'll know what that means.
Okay. What an interesting gesture.
All right. Is that your secret sign for your secret squad?
Just so they can tell you're not infected.
It is a secret sign.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's not a secret squad. Look, Liam should be up there. Probably Carl. It got Simon earlier.
God. All right. We'll go.
Is that Carl with a K or a C?
It's Carl with a K.
Seriously?
Come on. Who spells Carl with a C?
All right, Tiger, I'll go.
No, I'll go first.
Okay, go first then.
All right. I got your back. I got your front
Okay.
by having your back.
Just kiss already, says Carmen. Tiger, you're going up the ladder
I will
first.
go first.
You emerge into a clearing, and the most immediate landmark you can see nearby you is a dilapidated-looking chapel, like something that's been abandoned, that was once a place of worship, but now seems to be in disrepair. Some of the windows are boarded up.
I don't see anything else around?
Do you put your fist on your forehead?
Yes.
No, you don't really see anything else around. There's like a very low light kind of coming out of the chapel, like at the other end of it.
Is there
something
like
lit
a
up.
pathway or a road nearby or anything like that?
Yeah, you can see what looks like a gravel path kind of on the other side of the chapel
okay.
from you.
Awesome. Then yeah, I have my fist on my head and I start walking towards the chapel and the gravel pathway.
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
gonna follow suit.
You both approach the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear a voice hiss, "Halt!
I'm doing the secret sign
I halt.
Who brought you here?"
Carmen, with a
with
C.
C.
All right, Carl, let him in.
Is that Carl with a K?
There's no response to that, but the kind of one of the doors on this building swings open, and like a big burly man with a brown beard, whom you'd eyeballed through the keyhole earlier or through the door earlier, gestures over to you to come over.
Is Carmen with us or?
As you're walking over, you see her starting to emerge from the hole in the ground. There's just this trap door set into the
Sure.
dirt, right? But it
Sure.
looks like usually there's kind of leaves and sticks
Sure.
over it to disguise it.
Yeah, I'll wait until Gabby goes in, but I will.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay, cool. So inside the chapel, you see that many of the pews have just been pushed against the wall. Like it looks like it hasn't been used in many years, except for the fact that there's a couple duffel bags, what looks clearly like a sort of sniper lookout set up in there. The big guy Carl had ushered you in, and then like sitting by the window in a wheelchair is a young man in a military uniform who you perhaps recognize from the pictures at JP and Doreen's house.
Yes.
Oh, younger guy.
You guys friends with that girl?
Yes.
Have you seen her?
Is this like a Night of the Living Dead situation?
Let's hope not. He kind of laughs mostly humorlessly.
So it has the potential to be. So that's what we're dealing with. She
Carl.
didn't bite me.
That's good. Did she look deeply into your eyes?
I mean, not recently.
That's also good.
It spreads by looking. What? See, this is exactly the sort of
I've been looking at her
thing.
all night. I've been looking at her all night long.
This is the sort of thing that really would have come in handy to know earlier, Carmen.
Carmen's just walked in. She's like, look, I'm not used to just sharing this stuff with random strangers.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Well, plan A went a little out the window, says the man in the wheelchair. But he's like, fortunately, it left us with a plan B. Carl, pull him out. And like Carl like goes over and like lifts someone up from the ground that you guys didn't see before. There's another, fatigue-clad person, but he's been like trussed up, like he's got duct tape over his eyes and his mouth, and he's kind of like thrashing violently, like when you saw Ella doing that on the couch at JP and Doreen's. So there's
Right.
this like trussed up guy that
Uh-huh.
they're kind of
Yeah,
setting onto his feet again, even though
don't
he's
like that.
all bound up.
He's infected?
Yeah. The man in the wheelchair kind of wheels himself over, puts a hand on the shoulder of this thrashing man, and he's like, Simon, I'm sorry about this. Carl like hefts him and walks over towards the door, kind of carrying this man outside.
It seems like that was the plan that they had originally. I'm gonna let them do it.
Is this plan B? We killing this guy?
Wait, is it killing him?
Well,
Because earlier she said probably. That was the word that she said. Probably our friend would survive if we got the thing out of her.
we just don't know what it's gonna throw at us tonight. But this isn't gonna end till we end it.
Where
So-
is it?
Oh, you'll feel it. And I think at that point, you guys start feeling your kind of teeth chattering and like a knot twisting in your insides and a sound like something's coming closer.
Oh, hate that. I hate that.
I'm not too fond of it either.
Cool. All right.
Ah, make it stop! Make it stop!
As you guys feel this, kind of Carl also is clearly feeling it, and he's like doubled over a little bit as he kind of leans against a wall for support. One of the hands of this guy who's tied up comes free, and he just starts like grabbing all over Carl, like reaches around his back, and like you see him pull out from Carl's belt a hunting knife. What do you do?
Hold on to my skillet and get ready, because I presume it's coming.
Yeah, I don't try and help. I
Yeah.
just watch.
Oh man,
Yeah.
hear this sound of metal scraping bone as like Carl screams. The man in his arms has buried this knife in Carl's back, and Carl like kind of like collapses against the wall as like Carmen rushes over to grab the mostly tied up man who now has a flailing arm holding a knife. The man in the wheelchair barks at you, Tiger. It's like, trank gun there, and like points to a nearby pew with a trank gun lying on it.
Awesome.
All right, we're coming back to that.
As the guy goes down, I think I would try and smash the guy in the head who has the knife.
Okay,
With
just
my poker.
using your poker.
Yeah.
I hit things. That's
He's really good at hitting
I'm good
things.
at that.
I think you got to make a pull.
Okay.
there. Yeah. Even as this is happening, you're still like feeling that tingling, chattering spread from your teeth into your whole skull.
Mhm.
It's like it's kind of pounding against the.
And I just
Inside of
pound
your
out
head.
that rhythm into this guy's head.
Oh man, you're just swinging away with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
With that poker. I think
All the frustration.
Carmen yells, "No, you idiot! Don't! We need him!" Right? But you're just caving in this man's
Oh
skull.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it happens.
It doesn't usually. Usually, mostly people don't find themselves in situations where this sort of thing happens.
what do you
But
remind me?
here we are.
Remind me
altered
what you're
things.
wearing, Tiger Fiasco.
I'm wearing like punk rock gear,
Yeah, I think like you get like a
vest,
spray of blood
Mhm.
and some skull fragments
Mhm.
This
Just
is a
like
zombie
sticking
situation.
into you here. The man in the butcher's like, no, they're not zombies.
Well, no one else is giving me a better explanation.
The big guy, Carl, kind of like pushes the body of Simon off of him. He's got like blood stains spreading from his back where the knife is embedded in him, and now a bunch of blood on his front. But he's like kind of gives you a nod, Tiger, and it's like, thanks. Everyone's a
Give you a
little
thumbs up.
everyone's a little distracted by what's going on inside the chapel. Gabby, you're the only one who hears a tapping at the window nearest to you.
Guys, 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 there's something at the window. I'm not looking at it.
You're not looking at it. just kind of like keeping your back
I
to
will
it.
not look at it.
It's to the side. It's next to me.
Gabby,
Nope, 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 nope.
Gabby, you abandoned me.
Oh no, it's a Dracula situation.
Why would you leave me?
Oh, she's gone full Lucy. I look at the window.
You look at the window.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're looking at the window with the hopes of,
Of it not being her, or like not looking like her, or it looking like a fucked up version of her, because then I could be like, well,
You're
well-
fucked up.
yeah.
I think you have to pull a brick.
Ah!
This is how I die.
I mean, you want it to not look so much like her. Of course, you can always abandon the pull if you're not it's not worth
I don't
the
think
risk.
this is worth dying over.
Yeah.
No, I really don't think this is. If I can't die, like, killing something, if I just die looking out a window.
Into your
That's-
friend's
that's
eyes.
That's like the
Sounds
truly
like-
most pathetic
Sounds
thing.
like dread.
Imagine.
Sounds like a game.
So you turn. It's Ella at the window.
Oh, bud.
It's Ella, as you know her.
No.
Her blue hair, right? Her
Mermaid hair.
with
the
the
green
green
on the bottom.
tips. It's person that you feel you owe your life to, the leader of your band. You just your heart melts, right? You can't leave her out there.
Guys. Ella's here. I'm gonna go take care of it.
The man in the wheelchair kind of wheels around and he's like, what's going on?
I left her, and now she's come back for me. And I don't know whether this is a Dracula situation, or a zombie situation, or the Thing situation, but this is that thing that looks like my friend is my fault, and I've got to fix it.
Well, let's make it a Gabs has a gun situation as I throw the
Gun
trank
there.
gun to you.
I catch it.
Yeah, you catch the train.
I look really cool. when I
Yes.
catch,
Hold
catch
it-
it with one
hold it
hand.
like you hold
Pull
your
a break
bass.
to look really cool.
Hold it like
no,
you hold
it's
your
fine.
bass.
It's fine. Oh yeah, as you catch it, there's a little bass riff, just like on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You've got a trank gun.
Mhm.
What are you doing with it?
You guys need her?
That'd be good. Yes.
I'm gonna go get her.
Coming with you.
Nope. No, you're not. You
You're
are.
the band.
You are the band.
You're the band. We can't make it without you.
No, dude, shut up. Stop protecting me. Yeah, I've noticed that is what you have been doing, and you need to stop.
Protecting the band.
Okay, yeah, I know, and I'm sorry, and
How can I make it without you, though?
you can do it. You're punk rock. This will just be your tragic backstory.
Oh man.
I'm gonna kiss him, and then go out the church,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. So I really want to take care of this horrible thing that I've done. I know that if I live and she does not, I will be haunted forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to either kill her, even if that means that I am infected, or she kills me as well, or we like go down together, or I alter the situation in such a way that the people back in the church are able to fix the problem once and for all.
Yeah. All right. I think I can
Can
see
you
my
swing
way
that?
towards
Can
that.
you swing that? All right.
Tell me what you say.
She's knocking on the window.
I think she's just kind of staring plaintively in.
I come around the church, and I'm like feeling my teeth buzz and my stomach clench.
Oh yeah.
And
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse the closer I get. I'm never going to be able to think of something cool enough for this. Uh,
I kind of like it if that's what Gabby
yeah,
says.
yeah. She goes around and she cocks the gun.
Right.
And she says, "Hey, Ellie." And
Ella turns around,
yeah,
kind of staring at you through like blue hair, kind of coming down in strands over her face.
I say, "Altered Saints rules." And
Yeah.
I shoot her with the trank gun.
Oh man.
Wild Stallions rule.
Altered Saints.
Would you care to knock over the tower?
Yes, but I'm going to take my headphones off first.
That's fair.
I'm going to...
Ooh.
Oh! I lived. I lived! I didn't expect to live!
So yeah, the trank dart
Holy
flies
shit!
true.
Can I just paint a word picture of what just happened there? So, I just pulled a brick from near the bottom where we had been avoiding for the last, hour, and I just, pulled it out unceremoniously, expecting the whole thing to come toppling down, and instead it just went bloop bloop, stayed standing, and now there's a lonely brick at the very top.
Very nice.
And I lived!
So you're over this sacrificing yourself thing?
I mean, I was willing to sacrifice
But
myself.
only if the tower
But
collapsed.
if the tower, I mean,
That's
I
fair,
was willing
that's
to
fair.
sacrifice myself.
Let's say the trank dart flies true and Ella kind of collapses forward, but towards you, right? And
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Do you catch her? That's my question.
Will I have to pull another brick if I say I catch her?
You don't have to pull a brick to catch her.
Will I have to pull another brick if I catch her?
Oh, almost definitely.
Then no.
Okay, yeah. She just
Yeah.
she just collapses at your feet then.
Yeah.
But seems to be
Because
out.
I was I just said my cool thing and I was like, yeah. It worked.
That point, you hear the voice of the man in the wheelchair yell to you, "Get down!"
I get down.
Yeah, and there's a bang, right? That sound you were hearing earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of wet slap, and then a dragging sound. You're hearing again, but you're hearing it just with your ears, right? It is almost on top of you. Something has come out of the woods and is moving slowly but surely towards you and Ella, and with every sound you hear of it, that kind of feeling in your gut just tightens.
I'm going to inch away from Ella as quietly and slowly as I can.
Yeah, trying to kind of hold to yourself against this assault on your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably takes pulling a brick to stealthily
Oh,
extract
I'm
yourself
gonna die
with.
in a stupid way now.
Nah.
This sucks, guys.
I mean, you
this
can
sucks
still
so bad.
sacrifice yourself. if
And
you
you
want to.
and honestly, you
But
probably will be fine.
This is a stupid way to die, though.
Then pull a brick so you don't die.
But I am really bad at Jenga, and also I'm afraid of loud noises.
All right, so you're trying to be
I
as
don't know.
stealthy as you can,
You're maybe better at Jenga
Just
than
kind
you
of
give yourself credit for.
extricating yourself, like you extricated that brick,
Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
and the tower stands.
Oh, God, you guys.
Tiger Fiasco.
I'm taking another
Yes.
picture of this.
Inside this chapel, you can see through the window
This is
what Gabby cannot, which is a glimpse of what's emerged from the woods.
Okay.
And it's closing in towards her. You see a kind of arm go up and then go down, and then you hear a slap and a sound of something dragging. It's this kind of pale arm that's pulling forward.
Just one arm.
Well, what's attached to the arm is a humanoid figure that seems to just be kind of face down on the ground.
Right. It has no other appendages except one arm.
You're seeing
least-
just one arm.
Okay.
There may be some legs back there. Hard to tell. It's distended, right? Something taller than any human should be, and all you see is kind of pale flesh in the starlight, and it's kind of moving towards Gabby and Ella. The man in the wheelchair kind of pulls up to his sniper station, brings his gun round and fires at it.
Do I see
once,
any other
twice.
weapons around?
There's a handgun in an ankle holster on the man in the wheelchair. There's that trank gun that you gave away.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, there's a poker.
That I already have.
I don't know. There's those duffel bags that
Duffel
this
bags?
secret squad has.
Secret
You could
squad duffel
investigate those.
bags.
Like at this point, Carl is kind of propped up against a wall, and
Oh yeah, because he had a knife in his bag.
Carmen is like doing first aid on him.
All right, I know I gotta help my band.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna rush over to the wheelchair guy and snatch the gun out of his ankle holster there.
Just grabbing that gun off
Yeah,
of him.
I'm just gonna snatch it from him. Yeah, is it time?
Let's take it to the tower.
All right, let's take it to the tower. Oh,
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is a terrible way to die.
Yeah, you scope
Ask
out this
him for
ankle
the gun.
holster. No, that's not very punk rock.
no, it's not punk rock.
God
enough.
damn it.
Tiger Fiasco.
Tiger, this is a really dumb way to die.
He can hear
Wait,
Gabby's
wait, wait,
voice
wait,
in
wait,
his
wait, wait.
head saying this.
Gabby
I think it's a
is
really
saying,
dumb
don't die
way
this way.
to
Don't
die.
die taking some dude's gun from his
I totally
ankle
take
holster.
it.
Oh
I
yeah.
whip it out of his ankle holster.
he turns. He's like, "What are you doing?" Right,
I'm
but you got the
saying-
gun.
I'm saying, why are you using a wheelchair if you have something in an ankle holster? I don't get it.
I can reach my ankle.
And I'm gonna start just firing this thing from the church window.
Yeah, I
At
assume
this
you're trying to
arm.
not hit either of your bandmates.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Oh.
Holy shit. The confidence.
Yeah. Is that working for you? Is
Yeah.
that working?
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Yeah, the handgun goes off. You know, you like feel the recoil, hear the
This is absurd.
unsilenced shots.
This is truly
Mhm.
genuinely absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt is being kicked up, and like you get a hit on this creature, and like you see like basically a geyser of purple black blood shoot up. But like as you do that, you know you kind of you feel your teeth clench, and like you like for a moment you're not in the church. For a moment you're in your kind of family's living room, and your mother and your father are standing there, arms crossed, and like your sister's kind of looking up at you with a look of secret sympathy as your mother says, "Tiger Robert Fiasco, you have brought shame onto this family." And then like you're back in the chapel, right? Like there was just like a flash that overtook you. Carmen comes over to join you at the window, and she's like, we need bigger ordnance here." And then you hear her start rifling through the duffel bags. Out in the clearing, Gabby,
Hi.
you're hearing bullets whiz over you.
I
Uh,
hear that.
and then you feel something clammy
No.
touch your ankle.
Thing from the Black Lagoon.
Nice.
What do you do?
That guy was just lonely. I will die if I pull something.
It seems to be kind of gripping your ankle and
Mhm.
like using you to pull itself forward.
I am but a statue on this church. I'm not a person. I'm not. If it's just like dragging itself along, can it even tell I'm alive?
I guess we'll find out.
Gonna play dead.
You're gonna play dead.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna fucking hit it with my fucking skillet. God damn it. God damn it. This
Skillet.
This is skillet.
Skillet to the rescue.
Or to my doom.
Skillet.
All right. Gonna take a swing with the skillet.
You guys, this is really unfair. the way this is right now. This is obscene.
I mean, you got pretty lucky the last few times. Maybe you'll get lucky again.
So Gabby, you're reaching for the skillet. Kind of curl your fingers around it, getting ready
I'm gonna die.
to try to whack this creature. Yeah, the creature is kind of heaving itself
You also.
along
My
your
hands are literally
prostrate
shaking.
form.
Oh. Skillet master.
I can't even cook.
Your grip closes on the handle of the skillet. You're at
I'm like crying.
you're at a difficult angle, of course, to hit this thing, but
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah. Wow. Okay. You've got that skillet. What do you do with it?
I'm bashing it over the head with
Bashing
the
it over the
skillet.
head.
Does
Yeah.
it have a head?
I don't know. I'm
Not
bashing it
anymore.
over whatever it has.
Yeah, there's like something kind of like
and there's
longer,
like a warlike
more
shriek.
more bulbous than you would expect a head to be, but you smash it with your skillet, and this thing lets out a keening cry and like rolls
screaming
off
louder.
of you. As you make contact with the thing, a spurt of purple-black blood sprays out, spatters across your forehead.
Great. This is real leather.
For a moment, you're not lying in the woods on the dirt next to your friend Ella. For a moment, you're in a theater, dangling from puppet strings,
Oh, fuck.
holding you up as someone unseen forces you to dance for them. And then the vision fades and you're back in the forest holding a kind of smoking skewer. Like for some reason there's like smoke rising from the skewer where it hit this creature.
Skillet. It's like a big old big thing.
Cast iron.
Big old cast iron
Cast iron skillet
bludgeoning weapon.
has got like purple blood on it and like steam rising from it. But the monster has rolled off of you.
That's your brain on drugs.
Tiger Fiasco, you see this. You see your bandmate fighting for survival,
Which is badass.
fighting for the altered saints. You hear Carmen swear again.
I'm gonna run over to the duffel bags
Yeah.
where she's swearing and look at what's happening over there.
She's trying to pull out something. Looks like a weird arrow for her crossbow, but it's kind of it's larger. It's like it's got something on the end of it. Explosive ordnance, maybe.
Okay.
It's gotten snagged in the duffel bag. She's kind of panicking. Her
I will help
hands are
her.
slick with
I will
Carl's
help
blood.
her get it in her crossbow.
All right, you're trying to load up something explosive.
Yes.
Yeah, without setting it off beforehand.
Yes.
Dumb way to die.
Yes, I am doing that.
Always a dumb way to die.
It's the thing that I am doing.
Oh man.
Click, click.
You have set me up to die now.
I put the ordnance in the
Cool.
crossbow.
Good job.
You put the ordnance in the crossbow? Yeah, the man in the wheelchair yells, "Get clear! Get your friend clear if you want to live!"
And I will yell from the shattered window of the church, "Get back here! We're gonna blow it up!"
Gabby, what do you do? There might be some kind of cover you could find out there.
Like Ella.
Yeah, just cover
It
yourself
might
with Ella's body.
it might just be trickier to get Ella out of the line of fire
Yeah.
now that you've tranked her and left her in the middle of this war zone.
I left her once already when the tower was so much easier.
So you're gonna attempt to get you and your friend.
This is not an even table.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get us back.
Trying to get you and Ella
Pull
back.
Ella with you back to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. I'm
you
kind of
hear them
screwed.
tell you to get for cover.
Do you want to get up and go around and see and try to pull from the other side?
Yeah.
Be gentle getting out.
You're scrambling to pull, drag however you can move your friend to get her away from this thing that they're about to blast. Perhaps when you pay back for missing her grandma's funeral.
For missing her grandma's funeral. God, you had to bring that up.
Yeah, I had to bring up the grandma shit. Jenga!
Gabby,
Gotta put it on top.
Gabby's grabbed Ella,
Grabs Ella.
making her way.
Downtown, walking fast.
Yeah, what do you do? You're
I'm getting her back into the church.
yeah, you're just pulling her through the doorway,
Mm.
taking cover.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like feel a resistance. Even though she's been knocked out, you feel like there's something like magnetic kind of pulling her towards the creature. But you're just gonna
I'm
power
strong.
through that, right? You played basketball.
Yeah.
Your knee is throbbing
My
from
knee
your old
sucks,
injury,
but-
but you are powering through it. You are dragging your friend through the church door as Carmen pulls the trigger on the crossbow. You kind of roll together through the door and like feel the kind of the walls shake as there's a kind of explosive discharge outside. The guy in the wheelchair kind of pulls up a scope on his rifle because there's a bunch of smoke out there, so he's like looking more carefully to see what's going on.
I rush over to my bandmates and sort of like hugging them and sort of pulling them into the church.
Yeah.
I still have a handgun.
We're okay. We're okay. We're gonna be okay. We're okay.
As you feel the explosion out there, you feel like a shudder from Ella. She kind of starts like curling up, right? She was pretty limp before, but even though you've tranked her, she's clearly like reacting in some violent way to what's just happened, kind of like rolling back and forth on the floor.
Oh, it's like a hive thing. Like when the queen dies, it affects all of them or something. That's the root. We just killed the root of it. So her body is now gonna try and have to live without it.
Look at her eyes.
I wouldn't recommend that. Isn't that exactly what they told us not to do?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's one of the ways it spreads, my good dude.
Tiger Fiasco. What you're checking out her eyes, or you're?
Well, yeah, I
Do
wanted to see if
not
they're still white.
do not do this thing, Tiger. Don't do this.
Oh yeah, well then obviously I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so you were like lifting up her head.
Yeah,
to
I
check,
wanted to
and
see
then
if
you're
she
like, oh,
still
okay.
had white eyes.
And and Gabby's like, no.
I stopped.
All right. I think like after a minute, the kind of like thrashing ceases. Like you feel a like weight lift. Your stomach's kind of unknot a little, and like you didn't even realize how much your teeth were kind of clenching because like you start like massaging your jaw involuntarily
Yeah.
after what you've been through. The guy in the wheelchair says, "My God, I think we've finally done it."
Oh, don't say that. Do not say that. Have you ever seen a horror movie? This is the part where we get the pretty music and it seems calm and the sun starts rising over the horizon. Is it sunrise?
Yeah, in fact, the first rays of dawn.
And then
like,
something else
breaking
is gonna
through
happen
the
and
window.
someone's gonna die like that.
All right, well then I'll go put it out of its misery.
No, that is also how these things happen.
Tiger
Actually-
Fiasco, what's your plan here?
I'm listening to my bandmate.
All right.
Actually, come to think of it, there is no real way to avoid the shock denouement.
Exactly.
So,
I kick open the church door and I walk outside with my handgun, ready to just plug this thing in the head.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go walk over.
I mean, you
its-
see like the burning remains.
Yeah, I'm gonna
of
go
this
walk
thing,
over its burning
but
remains.
like its pale hand with like long, hyper-articulated fingers
oh, that's horrible.
is like still like twitching on the ground. What looks like kind of the charred remains of its head kind of like shifts a little as you get close to
I
it.
will shoot as many bullets as I have
Just-
left
just
into
gonna-
that head.
Just gonna plug it.
Yes.
I think pull a break.
Okay.
I think you're definitely gonna shoot a lot of bullets.
Let's
into this
do
thing.
this.
Wait.
Empty that magazine as the thing lets out final tortured sigh. Purple blood, spreading over the ground, kind of soaks into your combat boots.
Purple boots. Sick.
You get like a weak, just like the weakest of visions of your band, in fact, all kind of like staring at you in judgment as if they think you're not as cool as you always said you were, but you're able to push that aside. just an illusion, nothing real to it, as the daylight begins to spread.
Yeah. Exactly.
The blasted remains of this creature at your feet.
Exactly. I just blow off the top of the gun.
In the church, Gabby, Ella's eyes start flickering open. If you like very carefully,
Yeah, her head is in my lap.
yeah, you're like very carefully looking at them indirectly to make sure that you see irises before you actually
Out of the
turn to
corner
her.
of my eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's but it looks like she's disoriented, but like human looking, right? Like she's like taking in what's around her, and she's like, "What happened?"
I slap her.
She's like, "Ow! What's that for?"
Okay. Odds are you again.
Was I not me?
I hug her.
Nice. I think at that point the credits roll.
Ah,
Did-
you made it.
Did we win?
You made it.
It sure feels like it.
Is the credits music
Is there a
Altered
post-credits splash
Saints?
scene?
Oh yeah.
Altered
Altered
What is the
Saints.
Altered Saints hit that plays over the credits?
Dread. It's called
Yeah.
Dread.
It's just
yeah.
called Dread.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's like a metal punk. Yeah.
Mhm.
ska band like we were.
Oh no! Holy
Wait,
shit!
we were metal punk ska.
Chance-
No,
I think that
no.
I think like during the credits, we cut over to you like booking it down the highway, just like nursing a stitch in your side.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking of everything you're running from and everything you're running to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, I really hope we fly again as a band, but I feel like you're running straight to medical school.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say we could tell our secrets
Oh,
if we wanted to.
I
in
like
advance.
that.
We gotta knock this tower over.
Let's tell our secrets and try to do a poll per secret.
That is not happening.
I'll start.
I like that. A pull for secret.
I mean,
Well, I haven't pulled in a while.
It's too
so
much.
I
It's
gotta-
too
I
much
gotta
build
itchy
up
pulling
to not
for
knock
first.
over the
Good
tower.
yeah,
John.
you gotta knock it over, and
All
we
right.
gotta record. Okay,
What's
tell
the
us your
secret, John?
secret.
So during the school shooting,
Mm.
I was hit multiple times,
Oh.
Mm.
and as I lay dying on the ground, bleeding out, I was approached by a figure that made of like light and smoke that said, "You have a choice. You can die right now, and it'll be the end, or you can live, but your brother is going to pay for that price."
Ah.
And I made my choice, and I woke up in the hospital, and my family and my brother they're all standing there, and I recovered a few weeks, a little while later, and shortly after my recovery, my brother was struck by a car,
Ah.
Oh my
paralyzed.
gosh.
Wow.
and I was ranting in my bed or whatever, but my family didn't quite believe me about any of that stuff.
Oh.
I
And
see.
even that secret does not bring down the tower.
Wow.
You want to go? Me?
I think Ken, I want to hear Tiger Fiasco's secret
Cool. Tiger Fiasco's secret was pretty. I don't know if it's run of the mill, but his secret was that he would lie about boosting cars. He would lie that he had a long career of stealing cars.
I really wanted to see you try to hotwire
Try
that
and
truck.
I never got to a car to try and pretend like I knew what I was doing.
My secret was that I was having weird nightmares about being puppeteered in my sleep.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, and then that was kind of what was happening to
Mm.
folks
Mm.
in this weird place in Virginia. You guys, you did this to me on purpose.
Mhm, very
I'm
true.
using both hands.
Very true.
That's not technically allowed.
I don't care.
All right. All right. We'll see if we can make this final secret pull without the tower coming down.
Secret, secret.
I'm also
tell
doing
me
this-
a secret.
With a microphone in my elbow from the other side of the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well done. Well, I think we've proved that we are Jenga masters and Dread masters.
Don't say that yet.
as
I haven't
well.
put the thing on top yet.
All right.
Okay. You can
Yeah,
say that.
now
We are
we're
Jenga
Jenga-
masters.
Now we're Jenga masters.
I should make a poll too.
Yes,
Since
should.
I've
yes.
forced you
You
guys to make
should.
so many polls, or rather, I offered you opportunities to make
You
polls if you
should.
didn't want to fail at stuff.
Hey!
I guess you guys are a lot better than me.
Well, thank you, Alexi.
Thank you
Very
so much.
welcome.
That was
Thank you
fun.
for playing. I really enjoyed this.
No problem.
With that, our story ends. We will return with a new tale to spin to dare to entertain. As one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho and on Instagram at board_ghost. Ken, where can people find you?
Board Ghosts, find me, Ken Breeze, on Twitter and Instagram at Burlingsbeard, Berlings Beard. Also, I'm a for-hire dungeon master in the New York City area. If you're looking for someone to run your games, please do contact me. Also, right around this time, we should have the Adventure Mixtape dropping, which is a great product I worked on with 3 other creatives. It's 4 one-shot D&D adventures and 4 tracks, musical tracks that come along with each adventure so you can play them to get into ambiance. Check it out now on Drive-Thru RPG.
That sounds really cool.
Thanks, Selma.
I might check that out.
Please do.
Where can people find you?
Oh, Zelma. You can find me at Z for Zelma on Twitter and Instagram and all the social media. I am very good at Twitter now. I tweet at least once a day. At least. Maybe.
Very good.
And Alexi, where can people find you?
Yeah, so I'm Alexi Sargent. I'm a writer and occasional game designer. You can find me at my website, alexisargent.com, or on Twitter at alexisargent, and Sargent is spelled Sargeant.
All right. So to find out more about the players and an engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. You can pierce the veil and try to contact us at Board Ghost World on Twitter. You can, you can subscribe on iTunes, your favorite listening portal. Leave a review if you could, if you like the show. That'd be awesome. It'll help us get known, but also get out there and share the show with people. That would be fantastic too. We're on Facebook at boardghost.com/Facebook. We also have a Patreon if you want to help collaborate in making the show and also get access to exclusive How to Play videos, early episode releases, and you can also get access to the art that we do for the show in different wallpaper formats. So yeah, go check out that at BoardGhost or patreon.com/BoardGhost. And lastly, what else do we do? So right around the corner, we're about midway through October now. So we're having on 10/13 at the Hinterlands in Brooklyn, we're going to be playing an afternoon of games, teaching and playing. And we have right now a giveaway up that you can go to our website to find out about, or find it on Twitter or on Facebook, where we're going to be doing a drawing for some Children of the Fall Fiasco mobile app, and maybe even a copy of Ken's adventure mixtape for for those lucky few who may win our drawing. But also, yeah, that would be fantastic. And so you also come out to Hinterlands, and you can get access to the drawing through that.
I might be going there. I might be going to that.
Yeah, come hang
Yeah.
out with us
I
at the
think,
Hinterlands.
I think I'm doing it.
10/13.
I don't
We
remember.
would like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they're consumed, the truer they become.
'Cause dying don't agree with me.